What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike and I'm back at it again with another video, and I haven't made one of these videos since May of 2020, so it's about time I make another one. If you're wondering, this is my entire investment portfolio, not just my Robinhood, literally all of my stocks and all of my other type of investment positions of that I pretty much have. So pretty much I'm going to go over all of my investments across all of my investment platforms, give you guys a little bit of insight on what I'm investing into and also what I plan to invest into in the future, because some of the things that I have on here I do plan on getting into in 2023 and beyond. Simply haven't started putting money towards it, but you'll see it all in today's video. So sit back, relax, let's get right into the video. It should be a little bit of a lengthy one. Let's go. So the first portfolio that we're going to start with today is pretty much my most transparent portfolio. Sure, I show my other portfolios on the channel pretty often, but this one in particular, Robinhood, is where I make most of my investments and where I have the most fun with my money, I guess you could say. This is a dividends and growth portfolio, so I'm invested in pretty much solely dividend stocks and then stocks that I think will make me money, like growth stocks like Tesla, or maybe a little bit of Microsoft, Apple. They don't pay as much of a dividend or a dividend at all, but we're doing one take. But overall, I hope they can make me more money in the long term as a growth stock. So some stocks on here for that, other stocks on here for dividends. Let's jump on into the portfolio, Face ID, and we are in. So right now, my Robinhood portfolio is sitting at $42,331.03. Overall, we'll talk about my Robinhood portfolio when I do my Robinhood portfolio update videos, which I do every single month. So if you're interested in that, definitely like and subscribe this video and just subscribe to the channel in general just to see more content like it, more personal finance content if you're interested. If we scroll on down though, you can see some of my largest positions on this portfolio, of course, is Apple. Microsoft's up there. Ticker symbol DGRO is up there with about $6,000 invested. That is a dividend and growth ETF. So if you're wondering, you know now, just like another ticker symbol known as SCHD. Also another dividend and growth ETF, which is, I think, great for any staple dividend portfolio. If you're not going to invest into the overall market, nothing wrong with grabbing a dividend and growth ETF like stock on the stock market. Either way, that, Tesla, and some other big names pretty much is giving me some passive income every single month or every single quarter, maybe every single year on the stock market. So overall, I'm just having my dividend snowball continue to add up over time and overall reach a point where a lot of this passive income, I don't reinvest back into the stock anymore. It would just go right back to my bank account. For the time being, all the passive income, or at least most of it, that I receive from this portfolio goes right back into the underlying asset which I received the dividend from. So you want to go on over, let's go on over to the settings and see my dividends real quick. Just to show you, I mean, you've seen this on the channel before, but if you're new to the channel, just to show you all the dividends that I've been receiving. I've been investing into this portfolio since, I believe, April of 2020. I started with about $2,000, and now you can see we're sitting at about $42,000 off about 3 years of investing. Now, of course, that's been consistent. I've been putting money in every single month, and the minimum amount of money that I put into my Robinhood portfolio every single week at a minimum is about $125 right now. I did put a little bit more. Occasionally, I might dump $5,000 or $10,000 in, but that's very rare. I've only done it like once or twice, but the point still stands. Simply building a portfolio, a dividend portfolio for myself, and you can see all the dividends that I've received here. We scroll down, you can see which ones are reinvested, and it's going to pretty much just keep going all the way back into 2020, because that's how long I've been receiving dividends from all these different dividend stocks. And that's pretty much it. If you want to learn how to build your own dividend portfolio and invest into dividend stocks, I made a video. It'll be linked right up there. It'll let you know everything you need to know about it. And if you want me to talk about dividend stocks a little bit more, or make a pretty much a 2023 refresh video on how to invest into dividend stocks and all that kind of good stuff, then definitely just let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll be all good to go with that. So pretty much that's the gist of this portfolio: dividend stocks and growth stocks, with no real other goal other than that. I might take the money out to use for a different investment sometime in the future. Don't necessarily know just now, but for the time being, I'm happy where I'm at, and I plan on to pretty much just keep continuously investing into this portfolio. Like I said, it's one of my favorite ones, one of my fun ones. I buy stocks on here that I typically just can take more risk with, I guess you could say, versus other portfolios where I just don't want to take that much risk, which we'll get into today as well. So let's go on over to the next stock, and the next stock, or not the next stock, let's go on over to the next portfolio. And the next portfolio is one that you guys haven't seen in a while. That is my M1 Finance portfolio. This portfolio, it changes. I guess I have a change goal for it every other year. I feel like I haven't had a staple idea of what exactly I want to do with this portfolio and where I want to go with it. But right now, it's pretty much a speculative and then a old 401k like portfolio. So I have a whole bunch of different speculative stocks in here that I think will do pretty well. it like a whole bunch of different metaverse stocks, and I see AI is what's taking off right now with the whole Chat GPT thing and Microsoft and a whole bunch of other companies going deep into AI. So I might start investing into some AI like stocks on here as well. And then also I have my old 401ks for my old previous jobs that I don't work at anymore. I simply just mush them all together, put them all into one single brokerage, just so it's easy for me to track. So let's go ahead and open on up M1 Finance, get the Face ID real quick, and we should be in. Face ID, there it is, and we are in right now. The one take, $5,807.26 sitting here, and overall I'm down about 4% or $108. You can see the majority of my losses are from that metaverse portfolio that I made, I'd say like mid to late last year. Maybe it was earlier than that, but overall, still do believe in the metaverse for the long term. Same thing with cryptocurrency and stuff like that, but you just gotta wait and see. This isn't something that's just gonna pop off, I guess, in a year or two. It could, by all means, but I just don't expect it to do that. But some of my big gainers in here is stocks like Waste Management, stocks like Apple, like Nike, T-Mobile. They've all done pretty well for me in this portfolio, but I don't have that much invested into any of these in particular, especially Apple and Nike. Just because I have other portfolios for that, and they were overall just another thing I wanted to invest into. I just never got around to doing it on Robinhood. So I like this in the sense of you can put your money into M1 Finance and it can invest everything for you based on the pie that you make. And you can see right above here, this circular chart is your pie chart. So you can break it down. I want 20% of my money to go to metaverse stocks. That's what it'll do. So you put $1,000 in, 20% of that or $200 of that will go straight to all your metaverse stocks, which we can go ahead and click on. And this is my metaverse portfolio inside of my regular portfolio. So I think it's pretty cool in the automated sense of that. I think M1 Finance is probably one of the best platforms to go ahead and just have this automated investment type of thing set up. And then you can go ahead and change your pie anytime you want, rebalance your portfolio. Maybe you want to take advantage of tax loss harvesting, any of that kind of good stuff. And you can see that all here. So most of these are losses, obviously, on the portfolio. 2022 wasn't the best year for the stock market. Most of the market was down about 20%, but you can see some of these stocks are down on the year about 70%, 40%. Let's see, 54% for Cloudflare, 60% for Unity. Microsoft was down about 22% from when I first bought it, at least on this portfolio. On my other portfolio, I'm up in Microsoft because I've had it for a very long time. Either way, that's the gist of that. And if we go back, like I said, I have another portfolio where it's just my old 401ks, and that's simply it. I'm simply investing into the S&P 500 on those old 401ks, and that's it. It's $8,298.30. So if I ever decide to leave my current job, I'll probably put all my current job money into this particular portfolio, but I don't plan on leaving, at least for a long time. I really like my current job, so don't really plan on leaving right now, so yeah. But if I ever did, it'll probably go here. If not go here, I might move it to somewhere else. But you guys get the point. These are just old jobs. Just put all the money into one single location so I can have full control over it. And I know exactly what's going on with my money and where exactly it is versus just being with random brokerages that I've had with those previous jobs. So past M1 Finance, there's not much more to say here. I can exit on out and go on over to the next one, which this portfolio actually stores my Roth IRA. Now you can have a Roth IRA. I've talked about it previously in a couple of videos, the Acorns versus Robinhood video. That's the most recent one, which is definitely a solid video, so you should check it out. Either way, you can have a Roth IRA or pretty much a retirement account on just about any brokerage at this point now. It's nothing special, nothing different on any particular brokerages. So whichever one you decide to choose is great for you. It doesn't really matter. Robinhood does offer a 1% match, which I think is great and can equal up to a lot of money in the long term. But I understand that people don't want to invest with Robinhood for the long term just because of everything that's happened in the past with Robinhood. Overall, I still like Robinhood. I still use it for you guys because I think it's just a great platform to show beginner investors how to get started. And it's also a great platform to show off the portfolio to you guys in the easiest fashion form, however you want to say it. So regardless, this next portfolio that I want to show you guys stores my Roth IRA, and that is known as the Acorns platform. I pretty much just have my Roth IRA on here, and you'll see just that right here. So my Acorns platform is broken down into the Invest, the Acorns Later, which holds the retirement account, and the Acorns Early, which is where I go ahead and invest for my niece. I don't have any children of my own, but I want to invest for her and hopefully get her a nice little lump sum of money by the time she turns the age of 21, and she'll be all good to go and do whatever she wants to do with that money for college, you know, for future investments that she might want to make, anything. So I just want to have that as an option for her. I didn't have anything like that when I grew up, so I thought it would be great if I can start her out at the age of 21 with $100,000 in an investment portfolio that she can go ahead and buy something with, maybe, you know, another investment, maybe keep it in stocks, maybe go buy a home. Who knows? Anything, a down payment on a home, because, you know, home prices are up right now, so you're not just buying a home for $100,000 in a nice place. But hey, I digress. Regardless, we're here for the Acorns later portfolio, and the Acorns later portfolio that holds my Roth IRA is sitting right now at $15,592.55. If we go ahead and click on that, you can see right now that I invest about $125 every single week, which will lead me up to the yearly maximum of $6,500. For Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs, there is a cap on on the amount of money that you can put into that account every single year. I've just recently got the cap last year of $6,000. The government pretty much increased that limit to $6,500 this year, so I'll reach that limit yet again. I've had this account since about August, I think. Yeah, August of 2019. And overall, I'm up about 5%, which is great considering the market was down about 20% last year. So we're making out pretty good. And the year to date right now is looking excellent, up 7% in pretty much a month. It's only been about 28 days, 27, 28 days. So this is honestly amazing. Who knows where 2023 is going to go, but so far it looks pretty good, and you'll see that when we jump into my Robinhood portfolio in my monthly Robinhood videos. So definitely make sure you watch those videos because I show that portfolio every month. These other ones I might show you maybe once or twice a year because not much changes with them. It's pretty boring. So overall, I have an aggressive portfolio on my Acorns Roth IRA, so I'm pretty much invested into these things right here, which is ticker symbol VOO. And then I also have medium company stocks. I can't remember the ticker symbol IJH. Go back, ticker symbol IJR, and ticker symbol IXUS. And that's literally the only four large index funds that I'm invested into on my Acorns portfolio. That's pretty much it. If you go back on out, you can see real quick that I also have the invest in early, like I mentioned before. The early is for my niece, so I'm not going to count it in this counter. And the invest, I pretty much just get all the roundups. If you guys don't know, Acorns offers this idea of roundups. So if you use your debit or credit card, you connect it to your bank account and you put it in here, it'll round up all your purchases to the nearest dollar and pretty much invest that on your behalf, which I think is great. No other investment, I guess, portfolio is doing anything like this right now. I don't know why. I thought Robinhood would definitely hop on it. They kind of done it with the Robinhood debit card, but I would love to see it just connected to my bank account and just round up to put into stocks that I personally buy in general. I think that'd be great. They don't do it. Wish they did, but it's not too big of a deal. I just have the money there. Once it reaches like $400 or $500, I usually take it out and either put it into another investment or something like that because I just don't watch it like that, but that's the gist of it. So pretty much the only thing I have the Acorns for is the Acorns early and also the Acorns later right now, which is great for me. I have no issue with it. If I can find a portfolio that allows me to invest for my niece for free, then I'll by all means switch over to that versus using the Acorns one, which is about $5 every single month. But for the time being, I have no issue with using it just for that. So that's pretty much it. And if you guys also missed it, because I didn't mention it, when it comes to my M1 Finance portfolio, I simply invest at a minimum of $100 every single month into that. Like I said, I don't have a direct goal for that portfolio just yet. So for the time being, a lot of money is not going towards it. So that's it. You guys already know Robinhood is $125 at a minimum every single week. And then Acorns, I'm just reaching the maximum cap when it comes to my Roth IRA every single year. So as long as I reach the maximum, I don't care. We're all good to go there. So let's move on over to the next portfolio. I keep wanting to say stock, but the next portfolio, and the next portfolio is my Fundrise portfolio. My Fundrise portfolio is my way to get into real estate investing. I also plan on getting a home or some type of investment property maybe this year. We'll see how things plan out. If not, the year after, maybe the year after that. You know, I mean, buying a home it's not difficult. It's just a process, you know. And I mean, that's just the realistic thing of it. It's just a process. So either I'm buying a home for myself or I'm buying a investment property within the next couple of years, maybe next couple of months to next couple of years. We'll see what happens. But regardless, to save myself some, I guess, time, because I still want to be invested into real estate, I started investing into Fundrise, which allows you to invest into real estate off of the stock market. So if you guys don't know, you can buy real estate like stocks. They're called REITs on the stock market. And those REITs allow you to pretty much invest into different type of real estate assets like apartment complexes, maybe residential homes. But the problem with that is when you invest into that stuff on the stock market, you have the exposure of the stock market when you invest into those things. So if the stock market goes up, those REITs might do really well in the stock market, but the stock market in general goes down like last year, then those REITs probably will go down as well because it's on the same type of, same type of wavelength, same type of, I guess that's a good word for it, same type of wavelength. Point is, when you invest into a platform known as Fundrise or use a platform like Fundrise, you're investing into real estate, real estate, without the exposure to the stock market. So if REITs on the stock market happen to go down, then real estate in general might still be going up, and you can still make some money from it if you're invested into a platform like Fundrise. If we open up my Fundrise portfolio, Face ID, and we're in, we can see right now it's sitting at $1,666.10. And I might add some money to it because you all know it's a bad number, I'm not really the superstitious guy, I don't really care. But, we'll put some more money in there. Either way, with my Fundrise portfolio, I invest about $250 at a minimum every single month. I'm really trying to build this portfolio up because I said I want more exposure to real estate that's not impacted by what's going on in the stock market. And this is exactly where I want to be. I made a full-blown video going over Fundrise. It'll be linked up there if you want to learn more. But that is the gist. And if you want to see some of the portfolio or some of what I'm invested into, then let's just go on over to my portfolio real quick and show you because we got time, right? Open this on up, and you can see the majority of my money right now is invested into single family rentals. The other 26% is invested into multifamily in properties, and another 14 to 15% is invested into industrial like properties. And if you want to go ahead and view all my properties, I can do that as well. And also something to note is the more money you have invested with Fundrise, the more control you have over your portfolio as to what you can go ahead and invest into as far as what type of properties. So right here you can see I have different type of properties across different states across all of the United States, or I have and that pretty much includes commercial properties, which are like shops and shops like Best Buy, Walmart, Target. That can include industrial properties, which is pretty much like this right here, where it's in Farmers Branch, Texas. That's like warehouses and stuff like that. And also residential properties, which are generally just homes. You're gonna buy just some homes or just be invested into the neighborhood in general. So I think it's a great platform. You can also see a little map view right here to see where I'm invested across all the United States. I think it's great. So like I said, I'm going to continuously invest into this. I'll continuously provide you guys with updates regarding Fundrise. If you guys want to sign up with any of these platforms that I've talked about today, all the links will be down below. The stock platforms will give you either a free stock or free money towards some stocks, and Fundrise will give you a free $50 if you use my link. By all means, you don't have to do any of that. I'm not forcing you to do any of that. All I really would like you guys to do is just like the video. I really appreciate it. It's one of the best things that you can do to support the channel. Past that, it doesn't matter. You don't have to use any of my links. It's okay. I'm not forcing you to do anything like that. Just saying, just give me the information, and that's about it. So, past Fundrise, what else do we have to talk about? We have to talk about a little bit of crypto. I'm going to jump back over to the stocks in a second because I got to break something down. But I still have crypto. I still believe in crypto for the long term. I still think it's okay to take a slight amount of risk with cryptocurrency, just in the fact of it's gone up. I think Bitcoin's went from like $16,000 to like $22,000 in the past month, which is crazy in itself. But whatever. We've seen crypto crash. We've seen crypto run like crazy. So I think it's okay to say that you can dedicate a little bit of your portfolio to cryptocurrency. It's still the highest risk asset in my personal opinion. So I wouldn't put all my money towards it. But regardless, let's go on over to my cryptocurrency. I don't have that much because, like I said, I'm not willing to take that much risk with cryptocurrency as much as other people are. And that's just that. If we go on over to Ledger, that's where I have my cryptocurrency. My cryptocurrency is stored on the blockchain, and my private keys are stored on my thing known as a private ledger wallet. I can grab it. It is right here. This is my private ledger wallet. And right here is where all my cryptocurrency, essentially, when it comes to the private key, is stored. So on the private ledger wallet, I have no issues or no worry about it or about my cryptocurrency being stored on any public exchange like Coinbase, like FTX, like Robinhood. So in the event of something happening or the public exchange going down, like FTX, by all means, then you lose all your cryptocurrency. With this, first of all, there's no public exchange, so there's no way for you to actually lose your cryptocurrency because it's not even stored on any public exchange. So even if somebody would happen to steal this, somebody broke in here, stole this, or I just lost it by any means, I can literally just go and buy another one, and all my cryptocurrency is still there because it's all stored on the blockchain. So probably one of the safest ways to have cryptocurrency and pretty much invest into cryptocurrency for the long term is to get yourself a private wallet. Now, you don't have to go and get yourself a ledger. There's I think 2 or 3 other brands. I personally have a small partnership, I guess you could say, link with Ledger. So if you guys want to go ahead and use that, I don't think you'll get a discount right now, but in the future, if you guys do get a discount, I'll let you guys know by all means. But right now, if you want to go ahead and grab yourself a Ledger and pretty much move your cryptocurrency to that to keep your cryptocurrency safe, and you'll be all good to go. I've talked about Ledger in my previous FTX video. Check that video out. It'll be linked up there to give you all the details you need to know about it, and you'll be all good to go. But I give you guys the gist right here. But either way, you guys can see right here that my cryptocurrency portfolio is sitting at about $3,672.04. And overall, I have the majority of my cryptocurrency in Ethereum. I plan to keep it that way. I still plan to buy some Bitcoin. As you can see, I have virtually no Bitcoin, only about $80 worth of Bitcoin. I have about $900 worth of Dogecoin, or about 10,000 Doge, and about $500 or $600 worth of Chronos, which used to be Crypto.com coin. They rebranded it to Chronos. I like the name a little more. I think it sounds cool. And if you guys remember Incredibles 1, fire. Just fire. Either way, 7,000 Crow pretty much in Chronos, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I plan to buy some more cryptocurrency, but I'll buy more cryptocurrency as my entire investment portfolio grows, because I want this to still be a small part of my portfolio. I'm not willing to take that much risk with crypto. It can fly in a second, and it can fall in a second as well. So it's not for me. Not for me for that reason. I'm not watching the markets like I used to a couple of years ago, so I'm not willing to take as much risk with my money in that sense, because I can't be on my phone all the time to go ahead and sell when I need to sell and buy when I need to buy. So forget all that. For the ones I want to keep, these are the ones I want to keep, and that's pretty much it. The rest of my cryptocurrency is actually stored on an exchange, which I told you guys you shouldn't do, but it's on the exchange because I still have I guess a benefit of keeping some money on that exchange, and that is the Crypto.com exchange or whatever. It's only about $225 on there, and we can go on over to the account right now just to see real quick. Load that on up, Crypto.com. And this is also in Chronos as well. So right now I have about 8,000, 9,000 Crow, pretty much, if you want to say that. Yeah, $225, and then we go on over to my wallet, crypto wallet. You can see it's pretty much all right here in Chronos. And like I said, I just have this on here because I have the Crypto.com debit card. With the debit card, you get a couple of little perks. So I pretty much get Spotify for free every single month. I think that's pretty cool. So that's literally the only reason I still have it, because I get Spotify for free every month. Other than that, probably just wouldn't have it. Past that though, Crypto.com, the exchange hasn't failed me yet, but like I said, I can't trust any of these public exchanges anymore. Even if Crypto.com hasn't done me wrong at all, just can't trust it. It's too much going on right now. Too many people are losing money, and that's pretty much it. If you also check right here, I also have some NFTs as well. Now, NFTs have, of course, they've lost value. Nobody's really talking about NFTs anymore, so I can't put a price on NFTs, so I'm just not going to put a price on them at all. I'm just going to say I pretty much have five NFTs, and they are these right here. If you are wondering, I got all these on the Crypto.com platform, but I'm going to just go off and say that all of these are virtually worthless. I bought them for real money, but they are worthless. That's the way I look at it, because if I haven't sold it and I don't really see the market value of it, and people aren't just buying and selling them pretty consistently, then I'm going to say they're worthless. I'm not going to get rid of them for $1, but by all means, these are the ones I have right here, if you're wondering. There they are. That's all the NFTs I have, and that's pretty much it when it comes to all my cryptocurrency. Now, I do want to double back to stocks, because I have something to talk about my current job, and also some special stocks that I have with my current job. So if you guys don't know, I currently work for Amazon. I actually work for AWS, which stands for Amazon Web Services, and I'm a cloud analyst. Amazon, like other companies, might offer you a package in the sense of you can have some stocks in the package, you can have your overall base pay in the package, and they might give you a sign-on bonus or something. It depends on where you work for. But overall, with Amazon, when I signed up or when I got the job and everything, I did opt for quite a bit of stocks in Amazon stock, because I did believe in Amazon stock for the long term, and I still pretty much do. Now, without saying too much, because I don't know how much I can exactly say, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. Overall, if we open up my Fidelity, I can pull everything up. This is where my current 401k is stored once everything loads. It's going to take a second. For whatever reason, the Fidelity app is kind of slow lately. Face ID, and we are in. And right now, my portfolio on Fidelity, because it's still loading, is going to be $14,164.10. So like I said, my current 401k with Amazon is on my account right here in my Fidelity portfolio. As you can see right here, it's about $2,700. I just started with this company September of 2022. So yeah, love my job. Great. Can't complain. Nothing wrong there. And then on top of that, I invest about an extra, I would say about at least a minimum of about $500 every single month into this, into my 401k on a minimum type of basis. It might be more, it might be less. No, it'll always be $500. So yeah, but past that though, like I mentioned before, the whole thing with the stocks. So I did opt to take more stocks in my position when it comes to Amazon, and I don't actually have the ability to sell any of that just yet. So the way Amazon and like other companies typically work is when you stay at the company, they give you a majority of stock that you may opt for, that you can either take the stock or you can take cash. Overall, I took the stock. So we scroll on down, you can see right here is where I have my Amazon RSUs. My Amazon RSUs are restricted stock units. So the longer I'm at this company, the more access I have to more of the stock that they gave to me when I initially signed up for, initially got the job. So pretty much they gave me about 502 shares, so that's what the way I set my compensation package up as. And that 502 shares breaks down to this amount of money right now. Now, if Amazon stock goes up, then of course the price of this will go up. And if Amazon stock goes down, of course, the price of this will go down. Overall, I don't have access to this at this very moment. So this isn't liquid cash that I can just sell right this very moment to do whatever with. But the point still stands. I wanted to put it in the portfolio just to show transparency and just to give you guys a little bit of understanding of where the numbers are coming from, because you would probably like to know, like, Mike, you're $50,000. You're missing $50,000. What's going on? So the point is, can't access it all right now. Overall, the longer I stay at the company, the more stocks I'll have access to go ahead and sell if I want to sell them, or just do hold for Amazon stock and just keep Amazon stock. Now, I'm going back and forth with what exactly I want to do when the time does come of me getting the stock. I don't know if I'm going to sell a portion of it or anything like that, because I'm just thinking, like, realistically, if I had $50,000 to invest, would I put it all into Amazon stock? No, I probably wouldn't, unless my portfolio was very large in comparison to the $50,000, which is not. So I probably wouldn't, but we'll see when time comes. I'll keep you guys updated, and that's pretty much it as far as it. Like, let me know if you're invested or if you work somewhere where they give you stock. I know at Best Buy, I used to work for Best Buy, and they would offer stock, but I wasn't a full-time employee, so I couldn't get it. But, I used to have Best Buy on here as well, but like I said, I didn't get any stock for them. So yeah, it still stands. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I don't want to dive too deep because I don't know how much I can say. I think I've said enough, and I don't think I would get in trouble for it. So I think I'm good to go. Hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as my Fidelity account. So let's jump on over to what's next. And there's not really much else left. Overall, that should put me a little bit over $130,000, I believe, as far as my entire investment portfolio, if you do count the Amazon RSUs. And if you don't count them, it's completely up to you. I'm counting them because it's part of my overall net worth. So I'm counting it, but you can do what you want. It'll be about a little bit over $75,000 if you don't count the Amazon RSUs, whatever. Point still stands. There are other accounts and other brokerages I have in my notes here that I have been investing with over the past year, and I want to give you guys a couple of updates with some of them because I haven't talked about them since previous videos or just honestly at all. And the first one is Titan. So Titan right now, you guys can see I've made 2 videos talking about Titan. I think it's a great platform, but overall, do I have any money in it still? The answer is no. I actually liquidated my entire Titan portfolio. I think Titan's a great platform. I think if you're just trying to get started investing, if you want to take more risk with your money, it's a great place to go ahead and do that. But I just want to have more control over all my money, or pretty much full control over all my investments. And generally speaking, it's really hard just to beat the market on your own. And I mean, Titan by all means could beat the market, but they could not beat the market as well. So I'd rather just invest into the overall market, the overall S&P 500, or just the overall VTI, which is the world index for stocks in general. So I'd rather just do that, know exactly where my money is, versus Titan flipping things around. And it honestly becomes really complicated come tax time. Not for me, but for my tax person, because I'm not doing my own taxes. It's too complicated at this point. But I wish maybe one day, but not right now. Point is, I don't have any money in my Titan portfolio. I pretty much moved all that money off of Titan, which was about $1,600. It wasn't that much money, $1,700. I moved it off of Titan on over into Fundrise or into my Robinhood portfolio. I just split it up across those 2 portfolios, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm trying to really get into that real estate investing seriously in 2023 and beyond. And if I can start that early with a nice little jump start to my portfolio, then by all means, I'm going to do just that. So past Titan, we do have another portfolio just to mention to you guys. And this is where I go and buy some collectibles. I've never made a video talking about this. I think it's a cool platform. I just never really got around to making a video about it, and that is known as RallyRd. So let's open that on up real quick, and you can see right here, RallyRd pretty much allows you, like I mentioned before, to invest into collectibles, maybe classic cars, maybe comic books, old wine sets, it looks like, luxury watches, you know, so you can pretty much invest into all these classic like items on RallyRd. This isn't the only platform that allows you to do it, but this is by all means one of the first. I've been using RallyRd for probably like 6 or 7 years now, and now platforms are coming on the scene where you can go ahead and invest into this stuff. But before, this was not an option. Regardless, if we go into my portfolio for RallyRd right now, let's see where it's at. We're gonna wait for it to load and see. Okay, so right now the portfolio is at $625.10. Overall, I have made some money off of RallyRd from things simply getting sold. All the money that you put into this type of portfolio is not really liquid. You can't really just pull your money out anytime you want. You can either pull your money out every, I would say, a 30 to 90 day period, or when your item actually gets sold that you invested into. So some things that did get exited or pretty much sold was I think a rookie card for Lamar Jackson. You already know, go Ravens, even though we not in the playoffs, but he's coming back. He's coming back. We next year. Next year. Also a Mazda Miata, of course a Lakers jersey, of course Kobe. Come on now. And then some Jordans. All these items were sold, and I made a profit from every single one of these ones that had sold. I still have investments in a old Corvette ZR1, some other baseball cards, a Spider-Man comic book, a Rolex, another Rolex, it looks like, some more stuff, and you know, you get the gist. You can also invest into NFTs on here, which is pretty new. So I have a couple of ones on here, but this is probably the most famous one right here, the CryptoPunk one. Yeah, current value of $73,000. I remember when these were going for millions, bro. This is crazy. $73,000. These were going for millions of dollars for whatever reason. Like, I don't know, 2 years ago? A year ago? Oh, man, this is crazy. Regardless, that's it. That's all the portfolio does. I have about $625 in it, and that is the gist. That's all we got to show you for that. But it's a pretty cool platform. If you want to sign up, I don't think I have a link for it. If you want me to include the link, I'll just pin it in the comment section or something, because I typically just don't talk about it anyway. Past that, though, not much else to mention. I do want to get into something else this year, and that something else is known as angel investments. Pretty much with angel investments, this allows you to invest into startups. And typically, if you want to invest into a startup company or someone that's just, you know, literally starting up a company from their garage like Amazon, if you wanted to start investing into that, then you typically have to be an accredited investor, someone that has over $1 million in net worth, and then you have the option to go ahead and buy whatever they're making pretty much. But a platform that allows you to do that right now without you having $1 million as a net worth is Republic. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that on up real quick, and this platform allows you to do just that. So I do plan on trying out, you know, checking out some of these startups, seeing if I'm interested in investing in some of these for the long term. Now, a major thing to note about startups is probably one of the next to crypto, it's pretty high risk, just because if these companies don't go public or you don't have a way to sell your, I guess, shares or your investment, then you will never make any money from these. So you're pretty much banking on this being extremely successful and you pretty much getting a return on your investment. Now, the odds of that happening, I'm not really entirely sure. I know startups aren't the most lucrative way to make money, but you can make money from them. Just look at something like Body Armor. Body Armor was bought out, I think, by Coke, you know? So it really just depends. But yeah, I'm down to put a little bit of money into a couple of startups that I see possible future in. So yeah, like something like Skybound. If you guys don't know what Skybound is, they're pretty much an entertainment company that works, you know, with The Walking Dead and Invincible. If you guys haven't seen Invincible I think that's on Amazon Prime, I think, video. Really good show. Crazy. I love it. But yeah, if you want to invest into Skybound, you can do that right here on Republic. Typically, this is left to only accredited investors, but just me and you, simple people, the simple folk, we can go ahead and buy something like Skybound, which I think is really cool, or go ahead and invest into a company like Skybound. None of this is public on the stock market, so like I said, that's it. This is the only way you can do it, and they're only open for a limited amount of time. You can't just invest into this anytime you feel like it, and that's pretty much it. So not gonna spend too much time on it. If you want a link to Republic, I don't think I get anything for that, or you get anything for that as well, but I'll put a link down in the comment section as well. But yeah, startups, if you're interested, that's pretty much it. So past that, I think that's pretty much the entire gist of everything. There are two more portfolios which I just don't invest with anymore right now, maybe in the future, but I don't really plan to. And that is Webull and also public.com. Public, no money on there. Webull, no money on there. But if I ever get back into day trading again, then I'll try to start investing with Webull, because I think Webull's probably one of the, especially the desktop interface, probably one of the best places to go ahead and invest into or I guess go ahead and day trade. I think it's one of the best platforms to day trade with. Besides, I think Fidelity has a good day trading. I think it's either Fidelity or one of the other ones has a good day trading like software. But Webull, I think it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's super easy to use. So that's pretty much it, and that's all I really have to say as far as everything. So overall, that is my full investment portfolio for 2023. I probably won't make one of these videos for a long time. It's been like, I don't know how many years. It's been like 3 years. So yeah, I probably won't make another one of these videos for another 3 to 5 years. Not much is going to change. When I figure out what I'm going to do with my M1 finance portfolio, I'll make a separate video for just that, and then we'll go about our day. So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay positive. Stay hydrated. It was a long one. Dollar Mike. Peace.